Public hearing. The open public meeting law requires that I notify the public that this meeting is being recorded. Please be aware that an audio and visual recording of this meeting is being made. Before introducing this morning's interpreters, if any, we will take a roll call of the members present here at the beginning of the meeting. Ms. Morikawa.
Present.
Ms. Miller.
Present.
Mr. DeMella.
Present.
Mr. Marr.
Present.
Mr. Leff.
Present.
Mr. Arroyo.
Present.
Mr. McNeil.
Present.
Mr. Ostrich. Is Mr. Ostrich with us yet? Okay, and I'm Michael Nichols. I am present. We do anticipate Commissioner Ostrich at some point during this hearing, though we do have a quorum of members present and participating at the beginning of this hearing. Do we have any interpreters this morning to be introduced?
We do not.
Okay, then we'll move right ahead. This is a public hearing before the Boston Zoning Commission to consider map amendment application number 798 and a petition for approval of the master plan for planned development area number 156 and the Building B development plan within planned development area number 156, Austin Street lots redevelopment in Charlestown. The hearing was duly advertised on October 29th, 2025 in the Boston Herald. In a Boston Zoning Commission hearing on proposed petitions, the proponent will first present their case and are subject to questioning by members of the commission only. We will then take public comment, taking support and opposition at the same time. If you are planning to testify, please take time now to verify that your computer microphone is active. Click on the hand icon on your Zoom control panel. This will signal to staff that you wish to speak once we begin public testimony. When your hand is raised, it will be blue. If you're calling into the meeting and would like to testify, please dial *9 to raise your hand. When I call for all testimony, staff will announce your name and allow you to speak. You will be able to unmute your microphone, but your webcam will not be active. In an effort to accommodate all who wish to speak about each proposal, each person will be given up to 2 minutes to comment. Commission staff will indicate when 30 seconds remain. At that time, please conclude your remarks so that the hearing may continue and others may be heard. Please offer new information during your testimony. Please do not repeat information that has been previously testified to. If someone has offered similar testimony to yours, please simply state your name and whether you are for or against the proposed amendments. Finally, the proponents are allowed a period of 5 to 10 minutes for rebuttal if they so desire. Will the planning department please begin the 9 a.m. presentation?
Great, sorry as that gets pulled up. Thank you and good morning, commissioners. My name is Sarah Peck and I'm a development portfolio manager in the development review department at the planning department. We're here before you this morning to discuss the proposed master plan for planned development area number 156, Austin Street lots redevelopment, and the PDA development plan for building B proposed within PDA number 156. The PDA area consists of a 5.1 acre area of land located generally at the southwestern corner of Austin Street and New Rutherford Avenue intersection in the Charlestown neighborhood of Boston. The proposed development of the master plan area includes 4 new mixed-use buildings, collectively containing up to 790,000 square feet. The master plan proposes up to 705 new dwelling units and residential amenities, arts and culture space, early childhood education space, indoor recreation space, and structured and surface vehicle parking spaces, together with an urban plaza and lawn, athletic and multi-purpose fields, and related site and public realm improvements. The Building B development plan and project proposes the construction of a new up to 7-story, 126,000 square foot building containing 123 all affordable residential rental units and residential amenities, together with bicycle storage, an urban plaza and lawn, a new connection across the northern site between New Rutherford Avenue and the rear service drive, and up to 10 surface vehicle parking spaces with related site and public realm improvements. A PNF was filed for the master plan project on May 21st, 2024, which initiated a public comment period concluding on July 2nd, 2024. The planning department hosted an IAG meeting on June 10th and a public meeting on June 18th in connection with that PNF filing. The planning department then issued a request for supplemental information on July 24th in response to the PNF filing, and draft versions of a planned development area master plan, a planned development area development plan for Building B, and a supplemental filing for Building B were filed with the Planning Department on May 15th, 2025. This initiated a public comment period that concluded on July 8th. The Planning Department hosted Impact Advisory Group meetings on June 2nd, 2025, and September 22nd, 2025, and public meetings on June 24th, 2025, and September 24th, in connection with those three filings. These meetings were all held virtually on Zoom and advertised in the local newspapers, posted to the Planning Department calendar, and email notifications were sent to all subscribers of the Planning Department's Charlestown Neighborhood Updates. The Master Plan and Building B Development Plan were considered by the Boston Civic Design Commission on July 9th, with design committee meetings on July 23rd, 2024, June 3rd, 2025, and June 17th, 2025, and July 15th, 2025. The BCDC approved the Master Plan and Building B at the September 9th, 2025 meeting, and the BPDA Board approved the project on October 16th, 2025. At this point, I would like to hand it off to my colleague, Michelle Yee, to present the planning context for the project, followed by a presentation from the development team. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Michelle Yee, and I am the Planning Review Team Planner assigned to this project. Next slide, please. And then one more slide. Okay. The proposed master plan is located within the Charlestown Neighborhood Zoning District within a mixed-use 1 zoning subdistrict where planned development areas are allowed. Additionally, portions of this site are also fall within the Coastal Flood Resilience Overlay District or CFROD. This area is currently used as surface parking lots next to the elevated I-93 viaduct. Next slide, please. The master plan site falls within the boundaries of Plan Charlestown, which was adopted by the BPDA Board in September 2023. The plan's land use, height, and density recommendations were then codified by the Zoning Commission in October 2023. Plan Charlestown was an analysis of neighborhood needs and included recommendations to improve access to service, new zoning for the existing industrial parts of the neighborhood, and urban design guidelines to govern future development. The Austin Street lots were specifically identified as an opportunity for mixed income housing, publicly accessible open space, space for sports practice, artist support, and broader public realm improvements. The proposal is consistent with the use and dimensional regulations of the updated zoning, as it proposes to place taller buildings heights consisting of 150 feet toward the elevated I-93 viaduct and will step down the building height toward New Rutherford Avenue to meet the residential neighborhood edge. Additionally, the 4 proposed buildings within the master plan site are all mixed-use buildings with active ground floor uses with publicly accessible open space. These elements, alongside the planned streetscape improvements, would create a safer, more welcoming pedestrian and cycling experience around the master plan area. Thank you, and now I'll turn it over to the development team to present the project in more detail.
Thank you, Michelle. Good morning, Commissioners. Thank you for having us here today. My name is Abby Goldenfarb, and I am with Trinity Financial. I am joined by my colleagues, James Keefe and Christoph Stump. We are also joined by Kendra Hallowell of Icon Architecture. I come here today as a 17-year resident of the neighborhood of Charlestown, where we have raised our family. This project is of particular importance to me, as for almost 2 decades, I walked by these parking lots and imagined the possibilities of what they could be, how they could help contribute to the neighborhood. In 2023, the BPDA's RFP allowed us to work with the community to put some of these ideas onto paper. So we in particular want to thank the city for giving us the opportunity to be here today. Next slide. The Austin Street Lots development, here highlighted in yellow, is at the gateway to Charlestown. The site is adjacent to the Community College MBTA station and about a half a mile from North Station. At the top of the page, you can see Bunker Hill Community College. In the upper right side of the aerial, you can see the edge of the Charlestown neighborhood. In the foreground, you see the Paul Revere North Point Public Park areas and the Charles River. Those parks are accessed by the Millers River Littoral Way path that is adjacent to our site. On the left of the screen, you can see Boston Sand and Gravel. It is the industrial facility right in between the development site and other residential buildings at Cambridge Crossing. Next slide. Here is a pedestrian level view at the development site. The 3 upper views are taken from New Rutherford Avenue, showing their current state as parking lots with I-93 in the background. The view of Middle Road shows its use by passenger cars accessing the parking lots. The lower right view shows Service Road with a ready mixed truck from Boston Sand and Gravel. In the bottom left, you can see the Gilmore Bridge in the background in relationship to the development site. Next slide. Many edge locations around Charlestown are industrial and have been developed with larger mixed-use developments. These buildings are designed with architectural gestures in brick and metal panel that bridge the historic small-scale facade features found throughout Charlestown. Next slide. In putting together this proposal into what you see today, we engaged in significant outreach prior to responding to the city's RFP. We met with neighbors, stakeholders, and others to envision a plan that would allow us to answer one of our own primary questions: what will draw people across Rutherford Avenue? Some of those meetings with neighbors led us to help design future phases, such as our meetings with the YMCA. As of August, we have signed a letter of intent with the YMCA to explore a future location on the site. Next slide. Trinity brings to this project 38 years of experience working in Boston and New England. This experience has taught us to be flexible and nimble to navigate the ups and downs of the economy. We have also learned to build a strong team. We have chosen design professionals who have helped us create new communities of mixed income housing across this city and across building types. Together, we have navigated the challenges of building on top of active MBTA tunnels next to highways and mitigating vibration, noise, and managing air quality. For this project in particular, we have brought on 2 unique team members, Tech Environmental and Ascentec, to help navigate the urban site and identify and mitigate any concerns with air quality and noise. I now turn it to my colleague, Christoph Stump.
Thank you, Abby, and good morning, everyone. Next slide, please. This slide here summarizes the result of a nearly 2-year-long planning effort, one that involved extensive revisions and major updates to the site's vehicular, pedestrian, and bicycle circulation, elements that Plan Charlestown had only outlined conceptually. The master plan envisions 4 new buildings, we call them generically A, B, C, and D, containing 705 apartments, 60% of them affordable, along with a network of non-residential and outdoor spaces. The site is divided in the center by Middle Road, that's a state-owned drive. Buildings A and B to the left are designed as cultural anchors with live-work artist units and a 2,000 square foot gallery surrounding an open lawn and a plaza for community events, food trucks, and farmers stands. The parcel of buildings C and D on the right side creates a play and sports focused zone featuring a 14,000 square foot early childhood facility and a 46,000 square foot community recreation center. These buildings enclose a larger, flexible field suitable for various active sports such as soccer and field hockey. Next slide, please. One of the major coordination challenges on this project was designing a safe and seamless link from the shared use Miller's River Littoral Way to the planned Green Loop connection northward along Service Road, while also ensuring commercial truck access to uses west of the development parcels. Our solution extends Miller's River Littoral Way as a shared use path along New Rutherford Avenue, highlighted here in orange. It leverages the existing crossing at Middle Road and continues either towards the Community College Orange Line station or down Middle Road along Service Road to meet the future Green Loop connection, which Bunker Hill Community College will pick up from beneath the Gilmore Bridge. The magenta outlined walkways create clear, welcoming pathways into the site and connect users organically to the development's inward-facing amenities. Next slide, please. Designing the site's vehicular circulation required balancing the development's needs with 2 major industrial needs: MBTA maintenance access to the Orange Line tracks and Boston Sand and Gravel's truck access to its operation beyond I-93. Boston Sand's main access point sits between Miller's River Littoral Way and the beginning of the Orange Line tunnel on the lower right of the plan. Through many conversations with these abutters, with local transportation stakeholders, Boston's planning and transportation departments, and Mass DOT, a preferred approach took shape. One also aligned with BTD's broader redesign effort of New Rutherford Avenue. To protect industrial operations, the plan keeps the existing curb lines intact, maintaining the existing truck maneuverability and limiting conflicts between industrial traffic and the new development. The building layout supports the strategy by turning public entrances inward and creating a strong massing edge towards I-93, which we'll show you in a second. Passenger access, let's go back. Passenger access shown in the upper diagram is provided through two new curb cuts on New Rutherford Avenue, the northern drive for the left parcel and the southern drive for the right. These routes serve visitor parking, drop-off areas, and the garages in buildings A, C, and D. Building A's garage connects from a portion of Service Road not used by Boston Sand and Gravel. With this configuration, only professional truck operators from the development site, primarily trash and moving trucks, use Middle Road and the section of Service Road that is shared with Boston Sand and Gravel, as illustrated in the lower diagram in blue circulation. The result is a master plan that enables a vibrant mixed-use district along the existing industrial uses, which are both critical to a strong community to thrive side by side. Now, Kendra Halliwell from Icon Architecture will show you the first phase more closely. Next slide, please.
Thanks, Christoph. I'll speak in more depth about the design of Building B. We've located the active spaces, including the lobby and bike room, fronting onto New Rutherford Avenue, with the main entry centered internal to the site. Phase 1 includes 123 apartments, the lawn, public realm, and landscape improvements. As Christoph mentioned, a distinctive ribbon walkway with special paving links the lawn, the courtyard, and entry to the shared pedestrian and bike path around the perimeter of the site. The driveway provides site access specifically for residents and for visitors. Next slide. The design and engineering team has been studying environmental factors for noise, sound, and air quality, and will continue to develop and refine the details of the building. The building will meet the latest energy and building code requirements, which are very high standards, and includes an airtight passive house building envelope. The central energy recovery ventilation system will bring fresh air to each bedroom and each living room. All indoor air will be filtered by MERV 13 filters, not only for the residential units, but for all common spaces. This is a system that is typically used in hospitals. In addition, we're reviewing acoustic triple glazed windows and an acoustic resilient clip system for the exterior wall. We're working with Ascentech and Tech Environmental to refine the construction approach. Next slide. The proposed buildings range in scale between 7 and 13 stories. Each building massing comprises two forms with variation in architectural character. The building heights step down from 7 to 6 stories along New Rutherford Avenue, relating to the surrounding urban fabric. Next slide. Building B, as the first phase, balances contextual sensitivity with a contemporary architectural expression and establishes the two volumes in complementary masonry tones. Oriented inward to buffer residents from the nearby industrial traffic, the site design focuses on the landscaped courtyard and plaza. Placemaking elements similar to those along Littoral Way, nearby, will clearly define the edges of the site along New Rutherford Avenue. Next slide. Chamfered corners will improve visibility at the building's outside corners, increasing safety for vehicles driving and for pedestrians crossing the street. Masonry detailing, metal panels, and warm accents create durability, lightness, and human scale. Next slide. The design calls for high-quality, robust construction methods and materials as seen in similar projects of the scale across the city. Designed for Passive House certification, the project will also meet LEED Gold and Enterprise Green Community standards. The team is investigating how to minimize embodied carbon use. Low VOC finishes and low flow fixtures will additionally enhance indoor air quality and sustainability. The building is raised above Boston's 2070 sea level rise base design elevation and will include solar photovoltaics on the roof. Next slide. The landscaped spaces will offer ample space for recreation and community events, while native plantings and on-site stormwater management systems promote resilience and create places to sit and play. We'd like to see events like Touch a Truck, farmers markets, and arts festivals with food trucks to make this place a great place to live and to visit. Next slide. So wrapping up our overview, over 700 units of housing are proposed. They're mostly affordable. Many jobs will be created. Significant community uses will be established, and we're building for sustainability and resiliency. Thank you.
Thank you. I will, at this time, note for the record that Councillor Ostrich did join us during the presentation. We will now take questions and comments from members of the commission only, followed by public testimony. Members of the commission, are there any questions for the development team?
So I missed a little bit of the intro just briefly, but this is just phase one then, is the parcel we're approving today? Are we doing the entire development? By the way, I think it's a very positive project.
Anyone on the team or BPDA perhaps want to take that question? Sorry, planning department.
For phase one, building B, and for the
Okay.
master plan PDA.
Okay, perfect. That's fine. Thank you.
Yeah,
Other
and
questions?
just to put a finer point on that, it's the master plan and then a development plan and then the project within it. So it's those three
Okay.
kind of bundled together.
All right, thanks.
Any other questions from commissioners? If not, we will move forward with public testimony. We already have a couple of hands raised. If you are interested in offering public testimony on this item, please indicate by raising your hand on Zoom, or if you're on the phone, hit *9. We will go in the order that people raise their hand. You have 2 minutes and will be prompted when there are 30 seconds that remain.
First up is Allison Shanley Johnson. You have your 2 minutes starting now.
Good morning, everybody. I'm here in support of the amendment. I think the Austin Street lots are a wonderful addition. I so appreciate all the time the team has spent in Charlestown talking to all of us. I've lived in Charlestown for more than 25 years, raising 2 children, and I've spent a lot of time going to the community college station and just seeing those lots sitting empty, and just back to just the appreciation I have for the team, all the time they spent in the town to talk to people about what they wanted, pros and cons. I love that most of the team lives in Charlestown so that they will have to suffer along with us when this construction begins in the best way. And I also just appreciate how the design is so welcoming. It's welcoming to new people to come into the town, but it's also welcoming to those of us that already live here. In terms of, the YMCA, nursery school, et cetera. So I'm a proponent, and I really appreciate everything you guys have done. Thank you.
Thank you, Allison. Next up, we have Lauren Reyes.
Good morning. My name is Lauren Reyes. I'm the Chief Operating Officer with the YMCA of Greater Boston. Just wanted to come and show our support for this project. We have a current Y in Charlestown. As I'm sure many of you are aware, we're in the process of going through selling that facility and have been looking for an opportunity to stay in Charlestown long term. And this development provides us a great opportunity to be able to stay in that community and serve, in addition to being in a space where it really connects people's lives, where they're working, where they can recreate, as well as us being able to just provide additional services to the community via some of the green space that can be planned out. So just want to say that we're really excited for this. We've heard a lot of great things from our members who are Charlestown residents that are also excited about this new community as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren. Next up, we have Amanda Reinfeld.
Hello. Yes, hi. My name is Amanda Reinfeld. I'm a 20-year resident of Charlestown. I served 6 years actually on the Charlestown Neighborhood Council, so I've seen a lot of development and different projects throughout my 20 years here. In raising my family, I have 3 kids involved in every sport imaginable. So, you know, all these various community groups, I really have a big thank you to Trinity Financial for working with this on this project and working with the community. They reached out to a bunch of different community groups, and I feel like they had full engagement, and they really teased out the needs of the Charlestown residents with this development. I'm here to support the project and urge you to vote primarily because one, obviously it provides the low income or the affordable housing that we really need in Charlestown to support all the different types of residents. But secondly, it offers obviously some different ground level space that, as we heard earlier, the YMCA and the early childhood development, where we've looked at expanding or trying to keep these services in the community, and it's been very difficult based on the lack of space and affordability of that space as well. Third is the transit oriented. So those lots, obviously, I think it's a perfect location for something like this. It's right next to the T. There's always the fear of the transportation and density and additional cars. And I think that they've addressed that very well by the location and the design of the traffic flow and everything. So these are all very high priority items for Charlestown, and I feel like Trinity addressed those very well. So I'm here to support the project, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Amanda. Next up, we have Jennifer Rossi.
Hi. Thank you, and thank you for the presentation. I'm here as well to support the project. I too have lived in Charlestown for just over 20 years and have raised 1 kid in Charlestown. I agree with everything that's been said, so I will not repeat that, but I can speak as several years ago, I was the president of the Charlestown Mothers Association for about 5 years and on the board for about 8 or 9. And one of our goals was always to keep families in Charlestown and make it an accessible place where people could stay and raise their children rather than leaving the town and going into the suburbs. So I think this development really helps with that. My daughter went to nursery school here in Charlestown, having early childhood education there, having the YMCA there. I think it's a great addition to the neighborhood. I'm also currently on the board of directors of Charlestown Youth Hockey, and the rink is right across the street there. So I think that also just kind of makes a nice continuation of keeping activities and the youth of Charlestown engaged and having things to do in the neighborhood. So thank you. I think it's very well thought out, very well planned, and with a lot of neighborhood input within. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Next, we have Al Mitchell.
Hi, my name is Al Mitchell. I'm a building scientist at FIAS, the Passive House Institute US, and I'm here to speak in support of the project. I think there's excellent use of the passive building techniques and strategies when it comes to mitigating the noise from the nearby roadways, as well as managing any of the pollutant matter from the nearby roadways. They're going to provide an airtight, insulated, triple pane glazed building envelope, which will deaden any of the sound transmission, as well as the airtight envelope prevents leakage of any of the pollutant into the building. And the filtered balanced ventilation is going to further improve that indoor air quality. So I think they've taken all of the right steps in the building sciences, at least, to address the unique constraints of this site. Thank you.
Thank you, Al. That is all of the participants.
Great. Thank you, Tara. Hearing nothing that needs to be rebutted by the project team, we will move to our business session for comments, questions from commissioners or motions. Anyone on the commission wish to speak on this matter? In lieu of remarks, I will welcome a motion from members of the commission.
I can make a motion to approve map amendment application number 798 master plan for plan development area 156 Austin Street Lofts redevelopment Charlestown. Building B development plan within plan development area number 156 map 2E Charlestown neighborhood district.
Second.
We have a motion and second. We will move forward with a roll call vote on this matter. Ms. Morikawa,
Yes.
Ms. Miller.
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. DeMella,
Yes.
Mr. Marr,
Yes.
Mr. Leff,
Yes.
Mr. Arroyo,
Yes.
Mr. McNeil,
Yes.
Mr. Ostrich,
Yes.
and the chair is a proud Charlestown resident, votes yes as well. So a unanimous vote in support. Thank you to the project team and the planning department for bringing this matter forward today.
Thank you so much.
And with that, Jeff, any housekeeping matters before we adjourn for the day?
No, the next meeting will be December 10th. There will be 4 items on the agenda. I think we will send out invitations for some sort of review on one of the items. But that's about it, because I know linkage is up for next month. So I think we might have a briefing for all of you to schedule on that one. But other than that, it should be a pretty smooth meeting next month. So I'd like to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you all next month. If anybody has any questions or concerns, feel free to give me a shout.
Hey, Jeff, I'll be giving you a shout in a couple of minutes if you're around for a quick phone call.
Of course.
Thanks, everyone.
See everyone.
Happy
Thanks.
Thanksgiving. Take care.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.